Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Well, it's time for another Tools and Tech Tuesday, and today I thought we would quickly talk about right to repair. So if you're not already familiar with this whole thing, right to repair is basically the idea that you should have the right and access to the parts that you need to fix the products that you've bought and own. Yet companies like Apple and John Deere and a whole bunch of other companies across the whole spectrum of industries have been making it hard and inconvenient and sometimes downright impossible for you to get the parts to repair your own product or a third-party shop to repair your own product. So rather than you being able to take your computer into the local computer shop, you got to take it back to Apple. Now, I'm not a farmer, but from what I understand, John Deere is one of the companies that have been doing this. So rather than a farmer being able to fix the tractor himself or taking it to a neighbor or some third-party shop, he can't get the part or the schematic or the software or whatever it is, and so he ends up having to take it back to John Deere and then paying a lot of money, and of course, that's going to affect our food prices. One big proponent of right to repair is Louis Rossman. He has a computer repair shop out in New York City, and he has been fighting for this for a long time. He's done congressional testimony, all kinds of stuff. He's traveled around, and it just seems to be getting worse, and I know he's getting frustrated. In one of his recent videos, he was reading an article which was basically just propaganda trying to convince people that it's going to be dangerous to allow third parties to repair medical equipment. Now, he gave the example of a table that maybe goes up and down, everything else works on it, but maybe the motor just needs to be replaced. So rather than being able to replace a $500 motor, they can't obtain that motor from the company that manufactured it for that company. So instead, the hospital has to buy a new table for $40,000 or whatever it is. And so, of course, $40,000 instead of $500, that's going to make medical costs go up too. I want to give you an example. Let's pretend that you just bought a brand new car. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never bought a brand new car, so I'd be really excited. So you're really excited. You drive off the lot and you're really happy. Several months down the road, you're one of several different people who happen to have unique circumstances where a manufacturing defect causes something to go wrong. Let's say that the alternator goes wrong because they didn't take into consideration that you might be driving down a dirt road. So you're going about your daily life every day, just driving down a dirt road, maybe going to work, maybe going to the store or whatever, not realizing that you're gumming up your alternator. So your alternator goes bad and you think, okay, no big deal. I'm just gonna go get an alternator at AutoZone or Advanced Auto or whatever, or maybe I'm just gonna take it down the street and have the corner shop put it in for me. But come to find out, you can't buy the alternator and your shop can't buy the alternator because when the auto manufacturer signed the contract, one of the stipulations for the alternator manufacturer was that they could only sell those alternators to them. So now, in order to get your alternator fixed, you have to go to the dealership. So you go to the dealership and they tell you that it's going to cost almost as much as the car is worth just to put the alternator in. Now this might seem like an extreme example, but this is essentially what's happening in a lot of cases if you look at how expensive it can be to fix a cell phone or a computer or other product based on some part that really is not very expensive, but it's unavailable for you to buy or some third-party shop to buy. If you want to know more about this, I'd encourage you to watch Louis Rossman's channel. I'll link to a video of his in the description. Also, there's Jessa Jones, who I love her name because it makes me think of Jessica Jones, but anyway, she's another good one to watch. Now, there's already laws and regulations that are meant to protect consumers from this nonsense, but it just seems like over the years and over the decades, companies have been getting away with more and more. and it's time that the government steps in and enforces those regulations. And if this is something that you feel is important to you, then maybe consider writing your senators, maybe your state representatives, and get your voice heard. Let's talk about it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you're having a great day. I'm beat. I'm gonna go home and get some sleep. I'll talk to you soon.